What's going on, everyone? Welcome back to my channel. This is Living to Learn. Thank you so much for taking the time out of your busy day, your busy schedule to watch my video, to listen to what I have to say, to give an ear to my words. I just want to say that means a lot to me. And before I get started with today's video, I want to remind you, if you want to follow me on TikTok and Instagram, that's not only a place where you can find more of my content, but it's also a place for you to reach out to me directly. You can find the handle of my TikTok and Instagram in the description of the video at Live to Learn Coaching. Again, reach out to me there if you have any constructive criticism, if you want to compliment anything I'm doing, if you want me to cover a certain subject, if you want to just pick my brain or get my opinion on something, that's the way to do it. At Live to Learn Coaching, TikTok, Instagram, the same handle. And also in the description of the video, you have 3 opportunities that I present. Again, every video, there's 3 opportunities to donate financially to the channel, to financially support what it is that I do here on Living to Learn. And so I want to thank those of you who have already taken your support to that level. If that's something that you want to do, if you'd like to invest in what I'm doing, if you believe that strongly in what I'm doing, 3 opportunities are there in the description of the video. Now, last week we wrapped up our final part of the series that we were talking about men's emotional health. It was something that was very personal. It is very personal to me, and I hope that it was helpful to those of you that listened, especially the men, because that's who it was designed for, that's who it was aimed for. Again, as I said before, on my channel, I aim to create content that anyone can learn from, can take from, that can gain from. And again, all are welcomed here. There is no discrimination here of your beliefs, of your background, your culture, how you identify in your gender, how you identify in your, your preferences or whatnot. Does not matter to me. That's not my concern on this channel. My concern is to help people. So if it's helpful to you, then this is for you. But every once in a while, I have to designate something specific toward men. And because I think that, as a coach, that's who I can help the most. These are not the only people that I want to help, but it's who I can help the most because I have the most understanding. I present the most relevance when it comes to working and dealing with men, because that's how I identify. So that's what last week was about. We wrapped it up. Emotional. Why is it important to open up? Why is it important for men to have space to open up? And I want to just I'm not going to continue that talk today because that's something that we're finished with that series. Today is, we're heading into May, last week of April, and we're getting to that halfway point of the year. And today, I just want to kind of be honest with you. I want to share with you, I kind of want to put into practice what I've been talking about the past 3 weeks. Just very, nothing too crazy, nothing too deep or personal. But you'll notice in the title of the video, I've been wanting to quit lately. I've been wanting to just forget about doing content. I've been wanting to just forget about posting, forget about contributing in the way that I've been doing. Now, for those of you, if this is the first video you've ever watched of me, if you've never heard of me before and you just happen to stumble upon my channel, I'm going on over 3 years creating content consistently. For the most part, for the last 3, going on 3.5 years, I want to say second or third week of January is marked the 3rd year that I've been doing this, that I've been coming on YouTube and sharing with whoever's watching. So we're going on 3.5 years now of consistently making content week in and week out. I only had one hiccup throughout that time, and of course, if you're anything like myself, if you're human, of course, that's the one week you always focus on, right? Like, oh, why did I mess that up? And I wasn't able to record. It is what it is. That's in the past, right? I'm not that hung up on it, but it does stay in my mind. I'm not gonna lie. But I've been making this content. I've been doing this for almost 3.5 years, and lately I've been feeling like quitting. Lately, that voice has been very loud in my mind. It's been very strong. Like that voice it's that inner critic, right? like, man, listen, no one's really listening. This is not really having an impact on too many people. I mean, you've made over 400 videos. I mean, that should be good enough. Again, that's self-talk. Now, here's why I'm not going to. Here's why I'm not going to give in. Here's why I have not given in. I'm going to give you 3 distinct reasons why. Number one, I had mentioned this a couple videos back. I was planning on writing a short ebook. I've since completed that. I mean, it's going to be super short, right? A couple of pages, maybe 6-7 pages at the most. But it's very important to me because I finally wrote something. And in that book, and I'm going to get it, edited and cleaned up. I want to get it finalized before I start offering it to other people. But in that ebook, I tell a story about my grandfather. My grandfather, one of my heroes, right? Both of my grandfathers were my heroes. May they rest well. I missed them dearly. But my grandfather on my dad's side, my dad's dad, he went to school part-time for 20 years. Now, I remember that part, right? As I'm sifting through this negative self-talk, I'm like, wait a minute, you just wrote about your grandfather going to school 2 days a week for 20 years, and you want to quit after 3.5? Can't do it. I can't do it. Also, I remember a conversation he and I had. Boy, do I miss those conversations. Really cherish those people in your life. All right, just a little side note. Cherish those relationships because one day those people won't be here. But I remember it. Me and him had lunch. And he was just asking me, I was in my early 20s. I mean, my 20s were crazy. My direction was just, I didn't have one. And there was no excuse. I had nothing but great leaders and examples in my life. It was just me. Again, a negative self-talk. It is stronger than we think it is. Only when we resist it do we realize how strong it is. But here I was sitting down in front of my grandfather. We're talking. He's asking me what I want to do. And I'm trying to come up with things, right? I really didn't know how to answer that question. And he shared something with me and I've never forgotten it. And this has since become my goal. One of them. He said, grandson, the goal is to be in charge of your time. He said, I'm in control of my schedule. I decide where I spend my time. And that's the goal. Essentially, this is what he told me. And I've never forgotten that. And so I had to remind myself, this is where you're headed. This is where you're headed. And if you quit, you're not going to get there. So that's one reason. I learned from my grandfather, I cannot quit. Second reason, I'm a father. I have my sons, my boys. They're watching me. They're looking at what I'm doing. My little one, when he goes to daycare, our daycare, they watch me on YouTube. They watch a lot of YouTube. So if you know anything about YouTube, when you bring up when you sign in or you go on your YouTube page, it shows like your history, or it shows the shows that you normally watch, that you're subscribed to. So he sees my face. He sees the cover of my videos there. All of these things are making an impression on them. So if I quit, it's not that they're going to lose any respect or love for me. I'm not worried about that part. I'm worried that I might miss an opportunity to make an impact in the way that them seeing me on YouTube makes an impact. So the second reason, my boys, as a father, I cannot quit. I cannot stop doing what I'm doing. And the third reason, you watching, you supporting, you sharing, you subscribing, you commenting, you reaching out to me and thanking me for the content that I create. I can't quit on you. I can't do that. Yesterday, one of my good friends, she She shared one of my videos on LinkedIn. And I don't think she realized just how encouraging that act was. And I don't think you guys really understand just how encouraging it is, what it does to me, what it does for me to know that someone is watching, that someone is appreciating and gaining from what I do here, what I say on this channel. So number 3, I cannot quit because of you. But here's the thing. It's one thing to put your head down and just get to it. Grind, work, push forward, be consistent. Yes, all of that is needed. All of that is a part of the road to success. However, there's also things that I got to start working on. I've got to start to tinker with my editing. I've got to start to work on different styles of videos. There's other things to do. And that's part of what I have to remind myself when I get that negative self-talk. I'm like, wait a minute. You're putting yourself in this little box. You know, your mind is trying to tell you that, oh, you've already, you can reach the walls and the ceilings. So, I mean, there's nowhere else to go. So, I mean, what are you doing? Like, why do you want to continue to do this? And no, I'm not in a box. There's so many different things that I can do. There are so many different ways for me to do this and to continue to do this. And so that's what I'm going to do. And I would encourage you to do the same. Rather than deciding, you know what, I should just quit, I should just stop doing this. No, rather than that, let's decide, not only am I not going to quit, I'm also not going to stop searching for ways to get better, searching for ways to expand what I'm already doing here. That ebook that I wrote, that's going to evolve into an actual full-size book. And I would have never been able to do that if I had not first written that short compilation of stories. And I really hope to get that to you soon. But anyway, I just wanted to let you know that today. I hope it's encouraging. I hope it's helpful. Thank you so much for watching. Again, I really appreciate your support. It means a lot. Have a great day.